All right, welcome to part 6 of the Sonic Lost World playthrough. What are we doing?
Last episode we just talked. We were just last episode we were just talking about Dragon Ball.
even anime to on a more general level to a broad extent, but now.
No, but it was mostly Dragon Ball. Mostly
Dragon Ball. Yeah.
In between episodes, most generalized anime, but during the episode, Dragon Ball.
During the episode, Dragon Ball. Yeah, because sometimes it's nice to know what's going on outside of your comfort zone, but then you go deeper and deeper into it, and.
But that's when you like fucking search for it. This guy just probably watched
Curiosity. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I'll help you with your English, Carlos. Don't worry.
But yeah.
God. Well, so, I hate this level, by the way.
I can see why.
Yeah, freaking because. Yeah, it's all focused around this main blender here. Then you go into these little sub areas where you have to push the apples into the holes. Yeah, big whoop. But then it's the same.
I it's bad. I'll just say it's kind of boring.
Well, here's the thing about it. It's mainly the main blender room that has a bunch of trouble, because if you don't master the mechanics, like if you're not a master of the mechanics at this point of the game, you're gonna fall down into the juice pool like 1,000 times over and over again.
Yeah.
I will say, like, playing this game your first time around, or even just both versions, I think. Yeah, the game is somewhat better on your second and third playthroughs than it is your first. I think that can apply to both versions at least. But this one, I just can't stand some of these levels, no matter how many times I go back to play it. I don't feel that way with the Wii U version, which I think is a plus for the Wii U version. Let's see, I think now it's at its top height. No, I think there's one more section. Yeah. Especially if you get hit in the middle of the
you just
the electrical enemies. Yeah. Nope. I don't like it.
Will it blend? No.
I mean, it does.
It blends.
The answer is no.
Well, that's actually funny now that I'm thinking about it. You're just blending the same fruit into the thing, which doesn't really make it a blender if you don't have two different things. You're just adding.
Yeah, you're just juicing.
You're just juicing, right? Yeah.
Can't believe you're juicing, Ethan.
What? Am I not allowed to?
No.
Why did I leave that apple there? Go back. Go back. Why did I leave that there? What am I doing?
I don't know.
Apple? Maybe?
Yeah, I got one in there already, right? Yeah. Okay. That goes there.
Why?
Get the other one.
I would have laughed if you just went past it and got a different one.
I just didn't see it there, guys. I thought it was a roadblock.
Okay, I'm gonna ask this for basically Nathan and Josh. When was the time when you watched the anime and you were like, what was the anime that you watched and pretty much cemented your love for anime?
Sword Art Online.
Okay.
Oh God, there's been so many.
Or like, can you recall what your very first anime was?
No, I'm asking for the one that cemented his love. Because like sometimes not the first anime that makes you like the anime. It's like the one afterwards that after you got curious.
Saying it might be easier to remember your first than your life-changing one.
No, mine I'm pretty sure was Chinivio. If either of you know what that one is.
I think I've heard of it.
I can't remember off the top of my head, honestly. It's been on so long.
Oh, that's fair.
But it was probably something simple like fucking Pokemon or some shit.
Yeah, that's fair. Pokemon is an anime.
Sorry, that's what I was talking about with the blender.
I think Ethan has only watched one anime, and that's
Sonic X.
Sonic X.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I guess it counts.
No, it most definitely counts.
I mean, like weren't a lot of animes aired on 4Kids?
Yes, and they were butchered.
Yes, they were. I know of videos that show all the differences.
Oh, yeah. Interesting. Okay.
There are enough differences that somebody can make a video out of them.
More than one.
Yeah, I know.
Where is it?
Because they kept since it was 4 kids.
Videos.
Yeah. So it was 4 kids. They
20 minutes, 21 minutes, 10 minutes, 13 minutes, 8 minutes, 19, 38, 14. Those are all the arcs.
Because 4 kids was very much into sanitizing the fuck out of any anime they got.
Sure. Yeah, well, it's in the name, sense. 4 kids, yeah.
Yeah. But sometimes it was like...
I'm pretty sure one of the ones is like a fucking... I don't know if it was Pokemon or something else, but I remember seeing like a screenshot of this. Like the original one was these guys were like holding like guns at somebody or something, but then like the 4 kids versions, they're just pointing their fingers at him, which is really funny.
It's actually... That's a experience. That also happens in Yu-Gi-Oh! When 2 people bust into a room for Kaiba, but they're supposed to have guns.
Yeah, that's probably what it was.
Pointing at Kaiba, but since 4 kids doesn't allow guns, and they're just pointing at him. Like, Kaiba, you come with us.
Or some also, because that was also kind of during a time where, like, a lot of people didn't know, like, Japanese foods and stuff, so they would, like, edit Japanese foods with, like, a Subway sandwich or something.
These donuts are great. Jellyfish are my favorite.
That's where that meme came from.
And it's just a fucking rice ball.
It's a rice ball, but like, a lot of people in the West didn't really know what that was, so they just called it a donut.
No, that's funny.
They couldn't even like say, "Hey, it is just a rice ball," which was like
a ball of rice.
Yeah, they had to say it was a donut.
A donut that looks nothing like a donut.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there's the image in the private chat.
Okay. That's funny. Yeah.
Yeah, they're supposed to be holding guns, but obviously you can't show that for a kid's show, so it's just
and that's why I'm thinking like maybe kids would be disgusted by the idea of a ball of rice. So that's why they went with donut, because kids love donuts. You see.
Oh, but would you have been disgusted by a ball of rice when you were a kid? Because I was like, oh, that's a food, and then just proceed to eat it.
Maybe. I'm not sure, and I'm not speaking for myself per se. I'm just trying to think what the 4Kids America team was thinking of when censoring. Good job.
I mean, in all honesty, I'm just not good with platforming in general.
Sure, all right, but I like this level.
No, don't get me wrong. I suck at it, but I love it.
Yeah, I like the rail grinding levels in this game. They're a lot of fun, and good job. I love the piano tune for it as well. So beautiful.
I suck at this mission. Because I'd never go for the safe route. I just go for the route that I find more interesting.
Yeah, and that's usually the case for Sonic. The upper path has more goodies and stuff, like that ring cart that you just saw there. And the lower path is just, normal. Or more death traps. That's why they're thinking for 3D Sonic, how exactly do we translate that? Answer, you don't. Yeah, I wish Sonic would have been better from the beginning, but you know what? That's all said and done. You've heard it a million times before. Oh, and I love doing this part. Oh, yeah, you did it. All right, I love doing that. Just escaping the fan blades at the very last second. So good. Oh! Oh God. Okay. Don't know how you lived that.
Just pure luck.
Just pure luck. Yeah. Oh God. Again.
I'm fucking the Edge King.
Exactly. Oh, there go your rings, though.
I just want to destroy it more than I want to actually just.
Yeah, I don't need life insurance. I got enough.
Oh, I know. I don't.
Oh, not anymore. Now I can die happily.
And I forgot to ask, what are y'all thoughts on Wiglet?
Oh, the
Wiglet.
the Pokemon.
The new Diglett Pokemon.
Wiglet?
Yeah.
That's what that little thing is from the ground. The Alaskan bullworm.
Yeah, the Alaskan bullworm.
It's like a gardener eel or whatever. There's some sort of eel.
Yeah, it's a water type, right?
Become monster.
Yeah, it's a water type. Pure water.
Pure water. Okay.
Yep. And it's not related to Diglett in any way.
Oh.
Ouch.
Yep, that hurt. Yeah, they had to clarify that, even though if we just look at it,
like a Diglett, and
yeah,
it's also like in the ground, like a Diglett.
like I don't know, guys. I think we should just use our own eyes instead of the developers telling us
But
so.
I know, but it's just sometimes like this happens. I mean,
Sure.
they're probably running out of ideas as well because.
Oh yeah, without a doubt, yeah.
What they wanted to do
Yeah,
was
there's over 1,000 Pokemon now. Of course, they're running out of ideas.
across 9 generations of games, yeah.
it's a convergent evolution thing. They wanted to show convergent evolution.
Which means
basically 2 different animals that develop the same traits because they're in similar situations, like environments and whatnot.
Okay.
oh, it's basically taking
Like how sharks and dolphins kind of look similar.
Did you say elephants?
The sharks and dolphins.
Dolphins. Sorry, I thought you said elephants, and I was like, "What the hell?" Yeah, if they're gonna go with the idea that if real world evolution
I think
does
this starts
exist,
because of what's it called? Because they just like the idea and got it from Arceus. They tested it out more on Arceus than.
oh really?
I mean, because they got like different evolutions for it as well. For some Pokemon, because Oshawtt's original evolution didn't look like what it does in Arceus.
Yeah, it's similar to regional forms, where like they take on other forms based that help them out better in whatever region.
Yeah,
entirely different Pokemon that, based on its environment, evolves to look kind of like Diglett.
yeah, and that's different than. I feel like I've heard that idea
I
somewhere
also feel like
earlier.
this is also just a good way for them to reskin a bunch of Pokemon.
Yeah,
That's what it is essentially at the end, but I like the idea that goes along with it actually.
No, the idea is great,
Mm-hmm.
but that's the main purpose.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Wasn't it's Eevee, right? Is that the only Pokemon in the previous games that could evolve into something different based on where you do it?
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay, was it only Eevee?
I mean,
Well,
Eevee had like what,
things happened to,
6
like-
evolutions when it first came out?
I don't know.
Okay, what was the first evolution they started off? Because I know the Flareon, Vaporeon, Leafeon.
The first evolutions for Eevee were Vaporeon, Jolteon, and Flareon.
Oh, okay.
Then they introduced Espeon and Umbreon, then Leafeon and Glaceon, and then Sylveon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Eevee is like one of the most.
Yeah,
Pokemon.
Eevee.
There's fucking like 8 different variants of Eevee.
Yeah, and it was just Eevee. There's no other Pokemon that does that.
That has as many evolutions as Eevee? No.
Gotcha. So that's just like a neat little gimmick thing, but applying that idea on a broader level, it's not exactly the same mechanic.
Not by far.
But the conceptual idea, I can at least see.
Oh yeah, and only 2 of Eevee's evolutions evolved based on like location.
Yeah.
Now they don't really do that anymore. Now it's all stones, except for Espeon, and Sylveon.
Was it done differently in the earlier games?
When for the first couple generations that Leafeon and Glaceon were introduced, it was near these special rocks that evolved them, like a
if they not a high enough friendship, and they evolved near these rocks, they would.
No, it was just level up near those rocks.
Was it level up near those rocks?
Yeah, I think so.
Yep.
Yeah.
Friendship ones are just.
I think Umbreon
and Sylveon.
Yeah, I don't like this level either.
Yeah, Sylveon used to be connected to the like Pokemon Me thing, but when they got rid of that, they had to figure out a new way to do it. So now it's just friendship. The friendship, specifically friendship, knowing a fairy type move.
Yeah.
Interesting.
If it doesn't know a fairy type move, then it will evolve either into Umbreon or Espeon, depending on the day. But no matter what, if it knows a fairy type
check
move
this out.
Act friendship, then it's going to evolve into Sylveon.
Getting all of the checkpoints.
That was kind of excessive.
Yeah. I don't get that.
Why you need so many?
I would have been just fine with like one long one that sprawled across the entire length of that, but nope.
Maybe they couldn't figure out how to connect it.
Maybe. I don't know. I know they do it in the Wii U version.
One like right in the middle, like right where you land.
Yeah, that would have been good too, but nope.
No, you need like fucking 40.
Right. Good design. But yeah, I don't like this level. Because these sections here, if you run out of color power, you die. In these cyclone sections. I'm not giving a fuck right now. But yeah,
had like so little energy as well.
Yeah. Also, because I record these early in the morning. Also, drill underwater. You can control invert. It's like you can change inverted in controls on the fly, actually. So if you're not liking it, you can just hit a button and then it'll be normal. And if you don't like that, you can go back. I can't do either one. That is something I have noticed, like, because we're one of our earlier commentaries, so we're talking about inverted controls. Like, you guys are fine with it when it comes to flying stuff, but just anything else, inverted controls is a no-no.
I hate inverted controls.
What about with flying sections like airplanes or something? Not even then? Okay.
No. Up is up, down is down.
I don't know. It just feels weird for me when it's done like that because I'm so used to the other way.
Yeah, I
mean, that's kind of how you would fly a plane in real life too. You have to like pull back to go up and and forward to go down.
I understand that. I just don't like it.
Yeah. So it's a whole preference thing at the end, but I'm glad that games nowadays, even for a game like this, which is 10 years old, you can now control, like, change it into inverted and back on the fly. You don't have to go into a separate options menu and stuff.
Yeah.
No, I think you do have to go to separate options menu to change it on the fly.
In what game?
In most games, actually.
I'm saying games nowadays.
Yeah, most games you just have to pause, go into options, then boom.
Yeah, they're slowly getting rid of that.
No. So the game ran the need to go to options to invert.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Sort of.
Maybe.
So during the actual section, there's a button you can press to switch between inverted controls and normal controls without having to go into a separate menu. You can do it whilst flying.
You can do while playing. It just happens without going to a separate menu. So it's just a button press on the system itself, like on your controller.
Yeah, like it's either like what L, R1, whatever.
No, yeah. In most games, you have to go to the menu to invert.
Yeah, well, that's how it was back then.
Even modern games.
Even some modern games.
No, I think pretty much most modern games are like that still.
Most modern games. Well, yeah. I've noticed it in a couple of newer games. That
which ones?
Kirby Forgotten Land,
okay.
and Sonic Lost World. I guess.
Okay.
That,
anything else?
Do it. Well, do you think I have modern systems? No.
No, but you're saying that the most modern games is like this.
Okay, let me rephrase that. I think it's a neat idea that more games should do.
Yeah, okay, there you go.